Welcome back to the Quantum Soul, everyone. Have you ever felt like there's this hidden power inside you, just waiting to be unlocked? Like, what if knowing about God is actually the key?
The key to what?
To getting that power, and then using it to shape your reality.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Awesome.
We're looking at this piece, and it says, God isn't something outside of us.
Right.
It's like an internal force.
That's a fascinating concept, Really challenges those old school religious ideas.
It does.
And it actually lines up with ancient wisdom, too.
Like what?
Traditions that talk about this divine spark inside each of us.
So God as this internal force, what's that all about?
Well, the source is saying God isn't some guy in the sky, right?
Yeah.
It's more like the energy and consciousness behind everything. And that includes us.
Oh, okay.
It's the creative part of us where our thoughts and emotions come from.
Your beliefs.
Especially beliefs, yeah. And here's the thing, this internal force, it reacts to our inner world.
So it shapes our reality.
Exactly, based on what we're thinking, feeling, and believing.
That reminds me of the law of attraction.
Oh, how so?
Right.
Right.
So if God is this force inside us,
Yeah.
reflecting our inner world, then our beliefs are like magnets.
I like that, magnets.
They pull in experiences that match our thoughts and feelings.
You got it. And the source says the top 1% get this.
They do.
Oh yeah. They know belief is a powerful tool.
Not just wishful thinking.
No, it shapes reality. They totally believe in their goals,
Yeah.
And that belief guides them, attracts the right opportunities.
So it's not enough to just think positive.
No, it's deeper than that. You have to really believe what you want is already yours.
Even if you can't see it yet.
Exactly. It's like a seed,
Seed.
The source uses this analogy, like a tiny seed holds the potential for a giant tree, but it needs the right conditions to grow.
I see. So our beliefs are like seeds.
Yes. They hold our potential, but they need the right environment.
That's a really cool way to think about it.
Yeah.
So how do we create that environment?
Well, the source talks about three things: alignment, consistency, and detachment.
All right, let's start with alignment. What does that mean?
So our conscious and subconscious beliefs, they got to be on the same page.
Okay.
Like if you're thinking abundance, but deep down you're scared of lack, that'll mess things up.
It's like trying to drive with one foot on the gas and one on the brake, right?
Yeah, exactly. You won't get anywhere.
So how do we fix that?
That's where things like visualization come in, or meditation, even affirmations.
Those help.
They reprogram your subconscious, get your beliefs aligned with what you want.
So you really have to feel it,
Yes,
Sure.
embody that feeling of already having it.
like the placebo effect.
Oh, that's a perfect example.
People believe they're getting a powerful treatment and they actually get better, even if it's fake.
It's the belief that's doing the work.
Wow. So our beliefs really can change things, our bodies, our reality.
Exactly. So we've got alignment. Now, what about consistency?
Okay, what about it?
It's super important. The source uses another analogy here. This time, it's a garden.
Okay, a garden.
Just like a garden needs care to grow, our reality does too.
Makes sense.
You can't just plant a seed and walk away, right?
No, you have to water it, weed it.
Exactly. Same with our desires. We need to nurture them consistently, even if we don't see results right away.
Small steps every day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And those small steps, they build up. It's like a snowball effect.
Oh, I get it. It starts small, but as it rolls, it gets bigger and bigger.
That's it. Same with our efforts. They gain momentum over time.
Okay, this is giving me a lot to think about.
Good. It's powerful stuff.
Before we move on, I just want to remind everyone watching, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with anyone who might need to hear this. We're really uncovering something special here.
Definitely worth sharing.
Okay, back to the deep dive.
Yeah.
We've got alignment, consistency, and now this idea of detachment. How do you let go of something you really want?
That's the tricky part, right? But the source is saying the more you cling to a specific outcome, the more you push it away.
Really?
Yeah, it's like you have to surrender control.
But not be passive.
Right. It's more about acknowledging that we don't control everything.
So trusting that something bigger has a plan.
Exactly. Trusting that the universe, or this internal force, knows what it's doing.
Like going with the flow.
Yes. Aligning with abundance, knowing what we desire is on its way.
That's a tough one to let go. But it makes me think about those moments when everything just seems to click.
Like synchronicity.
Yeah.
Right. Those meaningful coincidences.
Exactly. Like maybe detachment is how we experience more of that.
That's a great point. When we let go of needing to control every detail, we open ourselves up to more possibility.
The universe steps in.
Exactly. Orchestrating things in a way that's best for us.
So trust the journey, even if we can't see where it's going.
Exactly. And that takes a certain amount of faith, right?
Not religious faith, but just believing that this internal force is good, that it supports our growth.
Precisely.
That makes me think about how the source mentioned the top 1% living without limits.
Yeah.
Maybe they're so successful because they can detach from the outcome.
That's a sharp observation. When we're consumed by fear of failure or the need to control, we hold ourselves back.
We limit ourselves.
Yeah, but when we surrender to the unknown, we free ourselves to go after our dreams.
With courage.
Exactly. Even if things don't go perfectly, it's a chance to learn and grow.
So embrace the uncertainty.
Exactly. And that leads us to the source's big message. That we're not separate from this divine force.
From God.
Yeah, we're an expression of it. We're the divine in action.
Whoa, that's a lot to process. So we're not trying to connect to something outside of ourselves.
No, it's about recognizing what's already within us.
And that changes everything, right?
Totally. We go from seeking something to knowing we already have it.
We shift from lack to abundance.
Exactly.
This is like self-actualization in psychology,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Reaching your full potential.
It is. And the source, it's not just some esoteric thing.
Right.
It's about tapping into our human potential.
So if we're the divine in action, what are we limiting ourselves by not fully embracing it?
That's the question, isn't it? And it brings us back to the power of belief.
Okay.
If we believe we're limited, we'll create a limited reality. But if we believe we're limitless,
The possibilities are endless.
exactly, our reality starts to reflect that. This whole surrendering control thing, it's kind of counterintuitive, right?
It is, especially when we're told to take charge, make things happen.
Yeah, but it's like this ancient wisdom, too.
Oh, like what?
Taoism, you know?
Yeah.
They talk about wu-wei, effortless action. It's about going with the flow of the universe.
What's fighting against it?
Exactly.
Ah.
More like riding a wave.
Instead of paddling like crazy.
Haha, yeah. Trusting that this internal force knows the best path, even if it's not what we expect.
Makes me think about synchronicity again.
Oh, those meaningful coincidences.
Yeah, like what if detachment helps us experience more of that?
I like that. It connects to letting go of control.
Right.
When we loosen our grip on how things should be, we open up to more possibilities.
Letting the universe work its magic.
Exactly. And that takes trust, a kind of faith.
Not religious, right?
Right. But a belief that this universal intelligence is good, that it's guiding us.
It wants what's best for us.
Yeah, supporting our growth. And, you know, the source mentioned the top 1% living without limits.
Yeah, they did.
Maybe their ability to detach is what allows them to take those big risks and achieve those crazy goals.
Because they're not afraid of failing.
Right. When we're too focused on controlling the outcome, we hold ourselves back.
But if we embrace the unknown,
Then we can go for it. Knowing that even if it doesn't go as planned, we'll learn and grow.
so it's not about being reckless.
No, it's about trusting the process, knowing that even challenges are opportunities.
That brings us to what the source calls its most profound message.
Which is
That we are not separate from this divine force.
from God.
Yeah, we are an expression of it.
We are the divine in action.
That's a big statement.
Oh.
So we're not trying to connect to something outside.
No, it's about recognizing what's already within us.
A shift from seeking to knowing.
Yes,
It-
and that changes everything.
We move from a place of lack to a place of abundance.
Exactly.
This reminds me of self-actualization, realizing your potential.
You got it. And it's important to remember this source isn't just about spirituality.
Yeah.
It's about human potential, about becoming the best version of ourselves.
If we are this divine force in action, what limits are we putting on ourselves by not fully embracing that?
That's the question, isn't it? And it leads us back to belief.
Okay.
If we believe we're limited, that's what we create. But if we believe we're limitless, our reality reflects that. We become capable of anything.
Wow. Okay, everyone watching, if you're finding this as mind-blowing as we are, hit subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends.
We're diving deep here.
Into the mysteries of consciousness, uncovering the truth about our potential.
It's definitely a message worth spreading.
Okay, back to the deep dive. So we're exploring this idea of God as an internal force and how understanding that can empower us. We've talked about belief, consistency, detachment.
Right.
Now, how does realizing we are the divine in action actually play out in our lives?
Well, one way is through creation. The source says the top 1% get this.
They do.
They don't just sit around waiting. They know they're active participants in shaping their reality.
So they're not praying for a miracle.
No, they're becoming the miracle,
Hmm?
taking action and co-creating with this internal force.
Wow, like that flow state in psychology.
Oh yeah, where you get so lost in what you're doing, time disappears.
Maybe that's divine energy flowing through us.
I love that connection. It
Yeah.
shows this isn't just some abstract concept. It's about a power that can enhance everything we do.
So it's not just about money or success.
No, it's about purpose, expressing our unique gifts.
And that brings fulfillment, right? Even when things get tough.
Exactly. It's like that Japanese concept ikigai.
Oh, your reason for being.
Yeah, the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, what you can get paid for.
Maybe aligning with that is how we tap into this divine energy.
Beautiful. And it goes to the heart of it all. We're not just random beings, you know?
Right.
We're powerful creators.
Shaping our reality.
In line with our deepest desires and purpose.
That's incredibly inspiring.
Mm-hmm.
But the source is also realistic.
How so?
This transformation takes work.
It's not going to happen overnight.
It's a conscious effort, a new way of being.
Like learning a new language.
It takes practice, patience, pushing ourselves.
Right. Rewiring our brains, aligning with this new understanding.
So it's not just wishing for the best.
No, we got to take action, reprogram our thinking to match the reality we want.
Okay, I'm with you. What else?
This brings us to another crucial part, mastering our emotions.
Mastering our emotions. How does that fit in with God as this internal force?
Well, think of your emotions like fuel.
Fuel?
Yeah, for making things happen. They supercharge our thoughts and beliefs, sending a signal out to the universe about what we want.
So if I'm always stressed or scared,
You're attracting more of that, yeah.
and if I'm feeling good, happy, grateful.
Then you attract more of that. It's about raising your vibration.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, how so?
All those bad things come out, but hope is still there.
I like that. Our emotions are like the box. We choose what we unleash.
So we don't ignore negative feelings
No, it's about transforming them.
into something positive.
Exactly. The source says the top 1% are masters of this.
They are.
They know emotions are energy, and they can shift that energy to fuel their dreams.
Like emotional intelligence.
Exactly. Understanding and managing our feelings.
So this source, it's not just airy-fairy spirituality.
It's about real-world skills for a better life.
Taking charge of our emotions.
Yes. Creating a positive inner state that supports what we want.
Which brings us back to the main message.
You are the divine in action.
Not a passive observer.
You're the creator.
Wow, this has been quite a deep dive.
It has. We went deep into this God as an internal force and all that implies.
Belief, consistency, detachment, mastering emotions, the whole shebang.
Exploring our potential, the link between inner and outer reality.
For sure. Viewers, we hope you're feeling inspired to tap into your own power.
Yes.
Remember, you are the divine in action. If you like this deep dive, please subscribe, like, and share.
Spread the word.
And for more, check out the 2 videos on your screen.
Click on one to keep exploring with us here on The Quantum Soul.